What's up, YouTube? Got a video that I hope helps somebody. This is Gabriel, Handy Scapers. So what you're looking at is the alternator to my IS 3100Z big block Ferris 61-inch mower. It's melted, as you can tell, in a bunch of different spots. It's melted and burnt up everywhere, both sides. Never seen this before. Here's the plugs. It's crazy. I cut it off. So I'm gonna tell you what my issue was. I don't know why that alternator melted. I don't know why. I've never seen that before in my life. I have the slightest idea why. But what this video is going to be about is if your mower runs engaging the blades, but then dies a few minutes later, the blades shut off and the mower shuts off, as if you just turned the key off and shut the mower off. Check your alternator and plugs. Make sure they're not fried. So this thing has ran fine. It says it's an IS 3000Z. It's not. When I run the serial number or model number, it comes up as a 3100. So what I had going on is mower start, engage the blades, then a minute to 5 minutes, the blades would shut off and the mower would shut off, almost as if I just turned the key off. So I changed the PTO switch, but the PTO switch I put on was not the proper one. It fit prong wise, the design of the prongs, but I don't think the switch was actually enough amperage for this mower. So once I changed the alternator and the regulator, and then I originally, after I changed the alternator, melted alternator and regulator, I still had the replacement switch that I bought because I thought that was my problem. I was still having the same issue, but then I changed it and put the old one back in, and it's running fine now. So yes, if you have a problem with your mower, it'll start, it'll engage the blades, but then dies a few minutes later. Check your electrical charging system. And that's another thing that I knew, that another reason what pointed me in that direction was that I knew that my battery hasn't been being recharged. I actually bought this thing from Walmart for $50 to start this mower. And I even have a brand new battery in it, but it dies because, yeah. I also think another thing is that if you have an electric clutch and your battery is dead, you're not going to be able to use the blades. The mower will die once the battery runs out. So that's why I'm thinking my melted alternator was the issue. It wasn't charging the battery. Now it's charging the battery, but then the new switch I bought I don't think was a high enough amperage. But once I put in the old switch back in, everything's been working fine. So yes, hopefully this helps somebody. Check your alternator and regulator charging system. That means you got to take the flywheel off. Also, I'll show you a little trick. I ain't going to show you. I'll just tell you. But once you get that center nut off, take a pry bar. Take a pry bar and a mini sledge. Find a good spot to put this pry bar under the flywheel somewhere. Pry up, don't push super hard. And once you break that nut loose, leave it on so that way you're not beating on this here. You're beating on the nut, and take your mini sledge while pushing down on the pry bar and slam it a couple times. That should break it free. If it don't break it free, just go to Harbor Freight and buy one of these. I've got so much use out of this thing. I paid $20 for it at the time. They might be up to $30 by now. I don't know. It's a bolt type wheel puller set. Buy one of these. It's like a yoke puller basically. And I've got a lot of use out of it, as you can tell. I've pulled yokes off of drive shafts, all kinds of flywheels, a bunch of different mowers, just all kinds of stuff I've used that thing for. But yes, hopefully this helps somebody. That's all I got for you. Thanks.